Hi, welcome back to Module 3. This is where we're going to be talking about conducting and using our literature review. This is going to set us up for one of our biggest chapters in our thesis project. As we've previously mentioned in Module 2, the lit review is very key in helping us figure out how we're going to frame our project and where it situates in the literature. So, I want us to think about some important things that we need to make sure we're addressing with our literature review. The goal of the lit review is to objectively report the current knowledge on the topic. It needs to be all-encompassing and include all of the material we know about the topic. In addition, it provides a summary of the best available research related to the topic. It's the most thoughtful research, so I do want to point out, not every research piece that is somewhat relevant to the topic has to be included in the lit review. And maybe most importantly, the purpose of the lit review is to provide an informed perspective or a comprehensive overview of the research topic. All right, so let's talk some specifics about what will be included in your lit review. Your lit review is going to include an appropriate theoretical framework for your research project. In addition, you'll think about defining key terms and variables as they have been discussed in the current literature. You're going to give an overview of the current literature on the topic. You're going to identify the common methodologies that have been used to research the topic. And maybe most importantly, you're going to need to be able to note the gaps in the literature and indicate how your project will help fill this gap. This is going to demonstrate why your topic is significant and necessary. Okay, so if we take a step back, the purpose of the lit review is for you as the researcher to be able to show the reader that you have an all-encompassing knowledge of what has been done in the literature. In addition, then, you as the researcher will be able to show how your project fits in with the literature. That is, most importantly, where there are gaps, you need to be able to show that your topic helps fill in those gaps on the literature. This will make or show that your topic is significant and necessary, or required. So, how does one accomplish conducting a literature review? First, the researcher has to search, and search some more. That is, they need to do an exhaustive search of what has been done on the topic. This is going to require you to do multiple searches. It's not going to be one of those easy things where you put in some words, do a quick search, get 17 articles, and call it a day. That's not how it works. You're going to have to search heavily in the literature. Next, once you have a good idea, a good foundation on all of that topic, you'll need to begin to critique the literature. Read it again, make notes, understanding what the literature did, what it found, how it did it, and how it can be applied. Next, you'll be synthesizing. You'll think about how the themes that were developed in the literature can be discussed, or you'll think about how all of these pieces come together. I want to return you or ask you to return to think about your annotated bibliography. With that project or that assignment, you should be able to take a step back and see some common areas, and therefore you'll be able to generate themes and understand where your topic fills in. Then obviously the last thing is the writing. And this actually is and should be the very last thing of this process. There's much to be done before you actually get to the writing. This is going to sum up some brief details on the literature review. I want to give you a little insight. Good literature reviews lay the groundwork for good projects. Great literature reviews lay the groundwork for great projects. And well, bad literature reviews lay the groundwork for, you know. So this process is important. It's not one to be taken lightly. Please consider the next slide of a lecture done by a professor at Texas A&M University. I think you'll find it very helpful as you think about navigating the lit review process.